All right. So why don't you start with your name and what you did in the Marine Corps when you got out, how you got injured.
Alright, my name is Jared Prewitt. I was a sergeant in the Marine Corps, 0311 Infantry, and on our deployment to Ramadi, Iraq in 2006, I was involved in a pretty nasty IED explosion. And from there, my medical problems kind of started. Um, it wasn't until 2012, 3 years after I got out of the Marines, when the symptoms of lupus really took hold of my body and began attacking all sorts of different tissues. And I worked on those problems for a few years. And then in 2014, I had a stroke, which after that, I had nonstop migraines for months on end. And it wasn't until I found Rocky Mountain Hyperbaric Institute that I really felt like there was going to be some change or impact in my life, because everything else that I was doing, like the pharmaceutical drugs, weren't doing anything. Actually, some of them made it worse, as they tried to prescribe me things for PTSD and different psychotropics like that. It kind of just it got worse one day, and I was in a dark place, but I came out of it, and I finally gave Eddie a call. Eddie Gomez, who works at Rocky Mountain, and he talked it over with me. I'd done a little bit of research into HBOT, but he was really the person who kind of just tapped me on the shoulder and was just like, we got this. Like, this is gonna help, and it changed my life. It didn't just help; it changed my life.
How many different medications were you on?
Um, I tried upwards of 11 different medications just for the migraines, trying to alleviate the PTSD symptoms, and nothing took hold. The migraines would maybe go away for a week or so before they came back, and then it was just a revolving door of medications for about 6 months before I was just like I couldn't keep doing it, because it was just up and down roller coaster
And
emotionally.
when did you start HBOT?
I started HBOT in, I think, the end of October of 2015. And then I completed the program in December same year. And just in those, it was like a span of 40 days, I went from just chronic migraines, barely get out of bed, to going to the gym every day. And I started going to school again, getting my master's degree, and it's just been it was a lifesaver, really. I mean,
And
I think in many
how did
ways
you come off of the medications?
I had to. Well, some of them I had to get weaned off, but most of them they just said to stop taking. Um,
This were your VA doctors.
hmm Yes, sir. And then, I still am on two medications. I'm on blood thinners and then hydroxychloroquine to help manage the lupus symptoms. Um, but compared to the 11 others that they were trying to get me to take, I'll take two over 11 any day.
Is there any you going to the Denver VA?
Yes, sir.
Is there any explanation why they're not running their own HBOT chambers there? Did you ever have discussions with them about that?
They
Or?
they would always say that there's no solid science behind it. The test. I know I had a buddy who said he was part of a government test in HBOT, but from what he told me, it didn't sound anything like the same thing I went through. So I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay, I think that's